friends, how are you today? I hope you are doing well and staying sane. Today I have a very exciting announcement video for you. My friend Elaine Hallen and I will be hosting a wine and cheese reading social on Saturday night, April 11th. That's this coming Saturday from 8 to 11 GMT, or in my time zone, that would be 3 to 6. But you can participate in whatever time zone that you're in. But we both love wine, and we both love making charcuterie boards and just cozying up with a glass of wine at the end of a long day. And let's face it, even being home and possibly not working is still kind of a long day sometimes. So that being said, there is also a prompt for our wine and cheese reading social, and that is to read a book with a food or beverage theme to it. And you might be saying, Rainey, I can't get out and get books right now. How do you expect me to necessarily have a book that is centered around food or beverages at the moment and or get them in a week? I understand. So Elaine and I are both going to recommend some books to you, and if I know for myself that I am going to recommend to you books that you can find e-copies or like ebook or audiobook on the service Scribd. And I'm assuming if I can find them on Scribd, you can probably find them on Audible or Overdrive, something like that. So hopefully these books will all be available to you in some online capacity for if you have nothing on hand that would work for this. And of course, prompts are always very open-ended. You can make it work, I'm sure, with whatever you're reading. If you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I have been on a cozy mystery kick lately. So I thought I would recommend to you 3 cozy mystery series that have a food and beverage theme to them. And let's be honest, a lot of cozy mysteries have a food theme to them. So even if you don't like the ones that I have recommended to you, I am sure that you can find a cozy mystery that has a baking element to it, a restaurant aspect to it, anything. I'm pretty sure you could find something like that. The first and probably most popular recommendation I'm going to give to you is the Hannah Swenson series by Joanne Fluke. I have read out of this series only one, but I read The Sugar Cookie Murder, and this was a Christmas themed one, obviously centered around a bake sale. And it was really cute, and I felt like it could work as a standalone. I didn't feel like I had to read from book 1 of the series because there are a lot of books in the Hannah Swenson series. But it was really fun, and just your fun, cozy mystery that centers around baking. The next book series that I want to recommend to you is the Bookstore Cafe mystery series, and this is by Alex Erickson, who is a male cozy mystery writer, which I feel like you don't see very often. And this series centers around a woman and her best friend who kind of quit everything to open up a cafe that also has a bookstore in it. The first book in the series that I read a couple months ago is called Death by Coffee, which is also coincidentally the name of the bookstore cafe. And this is because one of the owners has a father who is a cozy mystery writer himself, and that is the name of one of his books. So it all kind of ties in with cozy mysteries in general. And this one was a little different. I wasn't sure that I liked the main character, but it's definitely probably a little bit more realistic in how we would all try to act if we were trying to solve a mystery. so, um, so I did enjoy it, and I enjoyed the atmosphere of the bookstore cafe. So I would definitely recommend at least picking up Death by Coffee. And both of these series you can get in ebook on Scribd. And then the book that I plan to read for the Wine and Cheese Reading Social is Wine and Punishment by Sarah Fox. And this is the first in the Literary Pub mystery series. And I have just been eyeing this book for quite a while. And my friend Tara over at Buzzword Books has started to collect this series, and she really loves it, and she's a big wine drinker too. so this just seemed like the perfect book to read during our little readathon night. I honestly don't know much about this. Reading the inside flap, it is about a woman who loses her big corporate job and decides to buy an old broken down pub and refurnish it into a literary style pub. And she names all her cocktails after literary characters and themes, and then of course a murder happens. So I'm just really excited to get this, and you can find this in audiobook and ebook on Scribd, which was how I was going to read it initially. But then when Elaine and I decided to do this little reading night, I was like, I need a comfort buy. I'm going to buy this series. So I am so looking forward to cracking this open on Saturday and just reading it physically, and just delving into this literary pub, because I think that would just be a spectacular place to visit. And yeah, oh, so great. So those are my reading recommendations. And oh, I almost forgot. We will also be active on Instagram during that time frame, and we will be putting out some photo prompts for you for our 3 hours of reading. So every hour we will be asking you to show us what you're reading, what you're eating, what you're drinking, that kind of thing. So that hashtag for Instagram will be hashtag wine reading social. So yeah, I'm really excited about this. This is the first thing that I've hosted, and I'm excited to be co-hosting it with Elaine, because I mean, if you've ever watched Elaine's reading vlogs, they are some of the most cozy reading vlogs I have ever seen in my life. I only can hope to vlog like her someday. So yeah, that is all I have for you today. Let us know if you will be joining us next Saturday, and what you plan to read. If you can already think of something that you have been wanting to pick up that you would like to enjoy with a glass of wine and maybe some cheese and some homemade sourdough bread, because everyone and their brother is making sourdough bread right now. So I have never seen so many people become homemade bread makers until COVID has hit. So I would love to know if you will be baking and drinking and reading with us. And yeah, all right. Cheers, my friends. See you on Saturday. Bye.